I welcome you to this video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to create roof, and this is our case study. This is the model we are working on, and this is our case study. And you can see this part of the roof is stepped up. It's not on the same level with this one, and we are going to create it now. Okay, let's go to our project. Let me close existing hidden ones, and this is where we want to work on today. So I'm going to go to first floor, and here I am on first floor. I'm going to select roof on the architecture bar. On the architecture tab, I'll select roof, and I'll select roof by footprints. And to get the type of roof I want, I'm going to duplicate this one, and give it a name, roof covering 5 or 2 mm, and click OK. Then click Edit, set the thickness to 2, and the material, well, we are going to change the material. You click on that point, you see where you can work on the material. I am going to go to roof. Let me look for roof, if I can see roof. If I do not see roof, something that look like roof, I do not see the kind of roofing tile I want. But let me select this one first and duplicate it. Roof tile 2. And on the appearance, I'll click on this point so that I can select a new appearance, and double click here to see whether I can get roofing tile. I cannot get the one I want. Let me click on this part, this one again, and continue to search for the kind of roofing tile I want. Okay, this one have plenty. I want something like brown, and I right click and hit replace in editor. Let me use this one. Right click and use replace in editor. Okay, this is the one I want to use, and click apply, click OK, click OK again, and click OK again. Okay, and now I am going to select pick line, and I will define slope. Define slope meaning you want it to fall, and the offset, I'll give it offset of 600 mm, and I will start picking these lines. I'll start picking all of them. Only the external walls. And when I'm done, I'm going to select trim and trim them. Okay, and now I want the slope to be the same. The slope is 30. Let me change it to something like 40 and finish it. Now when we finish it, we can see that the color is gray. I don't want the color to be gray. I want the color to look like the render appearance. So I'm going to check render appearance so that we can have the same color, and click OK again, click OK. Here we go. I'm going to go to one of the elevation. I'm going to one of the elevation. East is not bad. Then I am going to move it up. Simply move it up like that. Okay, if we check it in 3D, this is our roof, and you can see in our case study this particular bit was raised up a little bit. So I'm going to effect that one now. To do that, to raise part of the roof, what to do is to go to the roof level and copy out or better still, we go to site so that we can see. I'm still not seeing everything. I want to see everything about the roof. I don't want it to cut. This one has cut it a little bit. Okay, no problem about that. What we'll do is we are going to move it out. Okay, what I'll do now is to use line to trace the roof ridge. I'm going to trace the ridges, all the ridges and the edges. I'm going to trace them. Make sure you go around. Okay, and I can complete this by drawing. Now I'm going to highlight and select only the lines and move it by a distance that I can always remember. Let's say I'll move it by 50,000 mm. Okay, so what we have here is only lines, and now I am going to offset this one by 600. I'm going to select this offset by 600. I'll offset this one by 600, this by 600. Then I'll use extend to take that. Okay, now I can remove this. I'll also remove this. So I'm going to move this one to here. Then move this to here and extend this to there. Okay, then I'm going to trim this working by what the roof is giving me. I'm going to move this to this edge and if I like I can trim this, then move this to this edge and everything is okay now. So I can clean this place up. Okay, now you can see how this place look like. It means that when we model the roof now, this place is going to go up. That is what the interpretation is here. Okay, so I'm going to select the roof and create similar. Then I'm going to pick line. If I like, I can start from here and you can see that slope is defined. I've defined slope. Then the next one, I'm not going to define slope again, and I can finish this. While it is still selected, I create similar and pick line, define slope, select where it is sloping to, then uncheck define slope, pick this, and finish it. Okay, while it is still selected, click on create similar, define slope and pick line, pick this particular one, then uncheck define slope and pick all this. And finish it. Then while it is still selected, click on create similar, pick line, define slope, pick this particular one, then uncheck define slope, pick this and this. We are modeling. That is modeling. Okay, and I finish that. While it is still selected, create similar, pick line, define slope and pick this one, then uncheck define slope and pick all these and finish that. It is still selected, pick line, define slope, pick the where it is falling to, uncheck and you can finish it. Then it is still selected, pick line, define slope, pick this particular one and uncheck define slope. That is modeling for you. I finish it. It is still selected, then pick line, define slope, pick the bottom, uncheck define slope, pick this one and like that we go and you can finish it. Okay, okay, I need to trim this and finish. Now let's look at it in 3D. Okay, this is the one we have just done now and this is the old one. So I'm going to remove this. I'm going to delete this one and select all this one. The slope should be something like 40 degree, and I am going to go to our roof level and select everything and select only the roof. Then you remember we move it by 50 that time, so I'm going to move it back by 50,000 so that it is going to stay exactly where we move it from, where we move the line from. Okay, now if you look at it in 3D now, you can see what we have. Don't worry, we are going to amend it. So I go to one of the elevation, south to be precise, and I select, if I like, I can highlight from the right, select only the roof, only roofs, click OK, and move it down by selecting this join so that you'll be able to move it down. Okay, so we have moved the roof down. Now let's look at it in 3D now. Okay, you can see there is opening. Don't worry, when we are done, that opening is going to close. Okay, that opening will close. Now before we try to close that, okay, to close those opening, I simply go to the approach view, which is the west, and move it up. Move it up. If I like, I can select I can activate thin line and move it up. I'll move it to the exact point here, and this one is left to be moved. I'll move it up too. Oh, I cannot see it again. Okay, I can move it from here. Can move it to this point. Okay, now let's look at it in 3D. Now you cannot see that those gaps have been closed. Can you see? Can you see that the gap has closed? Oh yes. Okay, so that is how you create this kind of roof. We are going to modify this later on.